The next two systems are warmer than the last one. So the last one, in that spot, we saw widespread snow. It was really incredible to see that much snow that low in elevation this early in the season. But now we're getting back to a normal situation where the snow levels are going to be higher, generally above the passes where it's rain in places like Truckee and South Lake Tahoe versus snow. But by the end of it, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that's when the snow levels tank and we're going to be looking at significant snow in those spots. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but let's go ahead and just do that. For argument's sake, by the end of this, if everything comes together as we're thinking, between now and by the time we get to Monday evening, we could be looking at significant rain. And this is the kind of stuff that's going to change the whole environment around here. Number one, say goodbye to the fire season. Those lakes and reservoirs, which have been going down since the end of the season, which we barely got any rain and snow, they're going to start to come up. There's just a whole bunch of things that are going to change with this amount of rain coming in, including some downsides, like rock slides and mudslides in burn areas are very possible with the amount of rain, especially at the end of it. But this is what we need because we're still about 50% in top-level drought. So it's these patterns that are really going to help. Now, getting through the day today, you can see that we've seen some spotty showers here and there, generally light. We are looking at higher snow levels. That's why there's this one little band of white there because it's really at the top of the mountains that we're seeing the snow versus rain over the mountain passes for now. Now, we're going to see some spotty showers through this morning in places like Sacramento, Elk Grove, but remember, they could always come back. For example, Stockton, you've been quiet this morning for a while. You've got a brand new wave of showers moving in during your early morning commute. Modesto, you're in the same situation. Now, again, it'll all help. You can see we're still way down for even this season, 1/4 to 1/2 an inch or more. So we're on the right path, but we got to have these storms actually come together and produce, which I do think that they will, by the way. Temperatures are warmer this morning in the 50s and 60s. There's a little bit of wind out there, but it's not going to be a major story. Let's go ahead and skip ahead so you can plan. Is it going to be windy today? Not really. 5 to 10 miles an hour at best. It really is all about this, the rain that's incoming. So the rest of today, the way that you want to plan is to plan for an occasional shower between now and the rest of the day, just so you prepared higher chances for the higher elevations. Again, tomorrow we're looking at the same situation, and again on Friday. I know that's broadly speaking kind of a generic forecast, but that's the way that it goes in these periods of wet weather. If you're looking for a dry spot, I would say Saturday morning is probably your best bet on the weekend for dry weather, maybe even until the late afternoon. And then we're going to be looking at incoming Sunday during the day and definitely overnight Monday and part of Tuesday. This is the time period when it's going to be really wet. It's going to be raining hard. You're going to have massive issues on the roads. Even though it's the middle of the night, you got to watch out for that Monday morning commute. And as this hits the burn areas, the rain rate is really important. If it's raining hard on already wet ground in a burn area, that's when you really see the odds increase for rock slides, mudslides, anywhere that's steep without vegetation. I'm focused on Highway 50, but there are a number of other ones. 299 in the coastal range is another one worth watching. All things said and done, this is going to be an on and off showery kind of day. Lots of spots where it isn't raining, but you got to pay attention into this weekend and beyond.